Hey everyone, welcome back to Mindfulreads. Today we're diving into an electrifying and emotional novel, Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. If you love epic fantasy, intricate world building, and characters that grip your soul, then this book is a must-read. And today, I'll be telling you this story through the eyes of our protagonist, who stands at the center of a battle that will determine the fate of nations. If you want to hear the full story or grab a copy of the book, I've left a link in the description below for you to check out. The wind howled through the shattered spires of the ancient keep as I gripped the hilt of my sword. The truth, hidden, buried, and denied for centuries, was finally within my grasp. But at what cost? The journey began with a simple mission, one that seemed almost routine. Travel to the city of Eldrin, retrieve a lost artifact, and return before the council grew impatient. But nothing in my life had ever been simple. The moment my boots hit the cobblestone streets, I could feel the storm brewing beneath the surface, a storm of secrets waiting to consume everything I had ever known. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, a voice had warned me in the marketplace. I turned to find a cloaked figure watching me, their face hidden in shadow. "And why is that?" I asked, gripping the handle of my dagger just in case. The figure leaned closer. "Because the truth you seek is not meant to be found, and those who search for it don't return." I should have listened. I should have walked away. But I didn't. What followed was a descent into a world I hadn't been prepared for, betrayal at the hands of those I trusted, revelations that shattered my very identity, and battles that tested the limits of my strength. The council had sent me to recover an artifact, but what I found was something far greater, something that would change the course of history. The night I uncovered the hidden vault beneath Eldrin was the night everything unraveled. The inscriptions on the walls spoke of an ancient power, one that had been sealed away for generations. My pulse pounded as I reached for the artifact at the center of the chamber, a sphere pulsing with light, humming with energy. The moment my fingers brushed against it, my mind exploded with visions. Fire, war, a kingdom in ruins, and a name whispered through the darkness, a name I had spent my entire life running from. "No," I gasped, stumbling backward. "It's not possible." But it was. And as the pieces fell into place, I realized the horrifying truth. I wasn't just a seeker of knowledge. I was part of the prophecy itself. The war that had been brewing in the shadows was coming, and I was at its center. From that moment on, there was no turning back. The council declared me a traitor, my closest allies became my enemies, and I found myself hunted by forces beyond my comprehension. But even in the face of darkness, I found unexpected allies. A rogue warrior with a past as haunted as my own, a scholar who had spent his life unraveling the mysteries of the old world, and a woman whose magic was as unpredictable as the wind itself. One of the most heart-wrenching betrayals came when I faced my former mentor, the one person I had trusted above all others. "You were never meant to know the truth," he said, his blade leveled at my throat. "And yet, here I am," I replied, refusing to back down. "What are you so afraid of?" He hesitated, just for a moment. But in that moment, I saw it, the fear in his eyes, the knowledge that everything he had built his life upon was a lie. The final confrontation was unlike anything I had ever faced. As the storm raged above us, I stood at the edge of the battlefield, the fate of everything hanging in the balance. The enemy commander, a figure clad in obsidian armor, his eyes burning with an unnatural light, raised his weapon. "You cannot fight destiny," he snarled. I tightened my grip on my sword. Then it's a good thing I never believed in destiny. The clash of steel rang out like thunder, and as the battle unfolded, I realized something I had never truly understood before. The truth isn't just something you seek. It's something you fight for, something you bleed for. And in the end, it's the only thing that truly matters. The battle raged on, and just when it seemed that all hope was lost, the artifact, the very thing I had sought, began to pulse with energy once more. A voice echoed in my mind, one that had been silent for centuries. "The wind and truth are one," it whispered. "You must choose." With my last ounce of strength, I unleashed the power within the artifact, changing the tide of battle in an instant. The darkness that had threatened to consume the world was shattered, but at a terrible cost. As I stood among the ruins, the wind whipping through my hair, I knew one thing for certain. This was only the beginning. Wind and Truth is a story of resilience, of facing the past and forging a future even when the odds seem insurmountable. If you love epic battles, heart-wrenching betrayals, and characters who refuse to be defined by their fate, then this book is for you. So, what do you think? Will you step into the storm and uncover the truth? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to grab your copy from the link in the description. Until next time, happy reading.